Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 811. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, it's Bull City Hangout. I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page if you'd like to join me on camera to shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself, tell us about your special event, etc. And if you share this out, that would also be super great because then more people here in Durham can find out what is happening. So, starting out with the Word page, that's where you go to durhamskywriter.com, scroll down to Word, which is the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also local government, city, county, and state. Go up and down the page, see what you can sign up for, and also you might even find a place or two to volunteer at. Okay, now the city has a vacancy. Maybe you can fill it or help fill it. So the vacancy is on the Durham Historic Preservation Commission. So if you love the history of the Bull City, you might want to check this out. So scroll down to where you see the calendar and where it says City of Durham. You can click on the link, see what is expected of you in terms of, meetings and how much time and whether they're in person, et cetera, et cetera. And then if you're still interested, let the city know by end of day Wednesday that you are interested in filling that vacancy on the Durham Historic Preservation Commission. Okay, now the Durham County Libraries, with today being Monday, they're open. All of them are open until 8. And then tomorrow they reopen at 9:30 and Bragtown reopens at 10. Okay, let me see. I'm just going to invite you just to go up and down the page when you have time because there's so much on this page. It's almost unwieldy. Hey, William M. Andrews is saying good afternoon from NCCU. You know that's right. And of course, he's saying it's a beautiful day in the Bull City. Thank you. And you're really helping to make it beautiful, William. I really appreciate that. I love it when people love their cities. So I love the Bull City, and William does too. Thank you, William. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see. Now, I need to tell you about the Durham community fridges. Right now, we had three, and it looks like now we're down to two. Although I'm hearing about a new one, but I need to get permission to post it. But right now, I can mention that there are two community fridges in Durham where you can donate food 24/7. These refrigerators are operated by the community, and anyone who's struggling and they need food, they can go there and get food. You can actually check in advance to see what's in the refrigerator and also to see whether it needs tidying up. And then you, as a resident of Durham, you can take it upon yourself to get some bleach water and clean it out if you'd like to do that. So let me tell you where they are. So there's one community fridge at St. Joseph Episcopal Church, and that's the one that is at 1902 West Main Street on the Iredell Street side. And then the other one is at Omi's, which is a coffee shop at 2300 North Roxborough Street. So that's at Club Boulevard. So definitely check it out because you can really help people out. If you have gone shopping, maybe, with second Saturday being this past Saturday, if you got some free food, because you're struggling too, and there's some food that you realize you can't eat or you don't like or nobody wants, go ahead and distribute it drop it off at one of these two community fridges. Sometimes when I go to the community fridges, if I have enough food, I'll divide it in half and take some food over here and then some food over there. So just check it out. And if you'd like to start your own community fridge, usually it is at a location that, how can I put it, that's easily accessible. So, like a church, a store, something like that. A place that, of course, has electricity close by where you don't have to run long cables. I also need to mention that in addition to the community fridges, there are also cabinets. Usually right next to the fridge. So you can put canned food there. You can also put bagged food like rice, beans, etc. So just check that out. All right. Let's see. Now it's just about time to look into getting the kids vaccinated for school. So go to the health page for that. I'm also looking at the public health post on the word page, and they do. Kids are curious. They will never stop being curious. So if you have a firearm in your home, believe it or not, the Department of Public Health, Durham County Department of Public Health, they give away gun locks. They want everybody to be as safe as possible. You can actually call and ask if they have any left. They usually do, and then pick one up. So and they're right there downtown on Main Street. So just check it out. If you think you need one, and if you have a firearm, I think you do, because like I said, kids are very curious. So yes, give them a call and then pick one up. If you need two, they'll give you two. If you need five, they'll give you five. Alrighty. Now let's see what's happening at Durham Tech. And this is where you can. Oh, let me mention Durham Literacy Center. It's almost time for classes to start up. So they have classes, they have adult literacy classes, and this is for people who are age 18 plus. They're matched with trained volunteer tutors, and sometimes they have small classes if they have a lot of people signed up. So you can learn how to read and write well enough to fulfill your personal goal. Sometimes people just sometimes people are just goofy. They're goofing around, they're young, they don't really pay attention, they kind of slip through school without really learning how to read well, and then when they have kids they realize, ooh, yeah, I want to help my kid with their homework. I really need to get on point with my reading skills. Well, there you go, you can sign up and for free you can learn how to read. Now if you are a person who wants to help someone learn how to read, you can definitely do that. They would love for you to volunteer. So just check it out. The Durham Literacy Center is at 1905 Chapel Hill Road. It's not too far away from the scrap exchange, like right around the block. They also, by the way, have English for speakers of other languages, so you can actually learn. You can learn. Well, you can teach people who are already speaking their, whatever language they're speaking. You can help them learn English so they can fill out applications and get around town and register their kids, go shopping, et cetera, and just be more comfortable living here in the United States. There's also a youth achievement program. This is for out of school young people who have like dropped out of school or quit school. These are young people between 16 and 24, and they really need to get that high school equivalency so they can get jobs and whatnot, and maybe training. So, and like if they're trying to learn, like for example, if they want to get into one of those trade unions or whatever, you have to know math if you want to be into carpentry and whatnot. And I think plumbing too, because there's all those different size pipes and wrenches and tools and whatnot. So if you want to join this program as a young person, definitely sign up with the Durham Literacy Center. And again, if you want to be a volunteer, you want to teach, you can definitely do that as well. Alrighty. There's computer classes. There are classes for people who speak Spanish. There's just so much that they offer. It's a really great place to get yourself together as an adult and as a young adult. The Durham Literacy Center. All right. Let's see. Now, as you know, National Night Out for us here in Durham will be October 7th. So you can go ahead and register your neighborhood event, be it a parade, an ice cream social, block club, etc. Register with the Durham Police. That listing is right there on the word page. Now, they're going to have a meeting, that's going to be next week, for community members so you can get the most out of your event. Now, they're going to kick off the event with their National Night Out celebration at police headquarters, and that's going to be at 4 o'clock on October 7th. So if you want to be a vendor, definitely let them know. I don't think they're letting a whole lot of people in, but if you want to get in, contact them ASAP. Oh, I wanted to mention, let me scroll back up to City of Durham General Services because today's the deadline. Let me scroll up very quickly. So, that big request for proposals. Today's the last day. It's the RFP for festivals and special events. So if you are working with your neighborhood organization to put together a festival, a plan for a festival or a big special event next year, then today is the last day to get that all together. You have until 11:59, right before midnight. So submit your proposal packet tonight. That's your reminder. All right, now let's scroll down to Durham Tech and let's see what's happening for entrepreneurs where you can take one-off classes online. Now they have in-person classes as well. So let's see what they're offering. So tomorrow they're going to have the Reencuentro Café Emprendedor, and that is where Spanish speaking business owners can go to their entrepreneurial coffee reunion. So that's going to be tomorrow from 10 until 1. I have it in Spanish, so you can. So if you know someone who's running a business or starting to run a business or planning to run a business and they speak Spanish and they prefer, maybe they're bilingual, but they really prefer to get their information in Spanish so they can be sure they understand everything. Let them know about this. This is an in person event at Durham Tech's Small Business Center in the Chesterfield building downtown, 701 West Main Street on the second floor. Let them know that there's parking right there. So if you're looking at the building, look south and you'll notice at the side of the building there's a big parking lot. Now, if it's filled, then the next street, which is right there, Peabody, there's at least a 3, maybe even 4 block up stretch where you can park for free for up to 2 hours. So you might want to check that out. Now, this is a 3 hour event, so you might want to park for a couple of hours and then go around the block and park and find another parking space so you can keep it free. That's up to you. But this is again for aspiring and experienced entrepreneurs who want to ensure their success in business. And this again will be in Spanish. Tomorrow, in fact, it's going to be every Tuesday this month from 10 until 1. And there's a link right there to register. Now, there are classes being offered across the state here in North Carolina. The various community colleges and small business center all offer these classes. So there's a class this afternoon from 2 until 3, conversion rate optimization, turn visitors into customers for your small business. This is online, it's on Zoom. So go ahead and click on the link that I provide and then get ready to attend and take some notes. And it's live. That means you can ask questions. That's the best. Also today at 3:30, finding funding for your small business. Very important. Here's another one from 6 until 7, borrowing for small business with Truist. Oh, it's my bank. So Truist is a bank which is actually it's like right down the street actually from the small business center. So it's right downtown. It's on Duke Street. It's right there on Duke Street. So it's borrowing for small business with Truist tonight from 6 until 7. Now, tomorrow at 1 o'clock, there's going to be a free class, budgeting and cash flow. You definitely want to keep control of your money so that you can take that class tomorrow. Don't forget to sign up. Okay, so I might as well, while I'm here, let us check with SCORE, the Service Corps of retired executives. They have mentors, they have classes, they help entrepreneurs and budding entrepreneurs. So let me find it real quick. There's so much on this page now. Here we are. Let's see. Hmm. So today is the 11th. Oh, here's a class. Okay. This class is tonight at 6 o'clock. It's online, so it's virtual. Learn the basics of Google Ads. That sounds interesting. So that's going to be at 6 o'clock this evening. You can click and register for that class. I think their classes are live too, so you can ask questions. I think. Oh, here's one tomorrow at noon. So you need to know about this before showtime tomorrow. So, sales versus marketing, how to build your strategic growth playbook. That's going to be tomorrow at noon. If that means missing Bull City Hangout, so be it. You can always watch Bull City Hangout on the replay. No worries. Okay, and now let's go to the To Your Health page, which of course starts out with a graphic to get your little ones ready for school in terms of vaccinations. Also, there are some research studies that you can participate in, all kinds of different topics and whatnot. Oh, oh, it's tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow I'll be telling you about NAMI Durham. NAMI, that's the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and they have a support group meeting tomorrow. So I'll tell you about that tomorrow. All righty, let's check for the blood drives. Actually, I need to tell you about this. The Community Health Coalition, they are practically like right around the block. I mean, literally around the block or across the street from Durham Regional Hospital. So, or Duke Regional. I think it's called, yeah, Duke Regional Hospital on North Rocks Road. So, Community Health Coalition, their official address is 308 Crutchfield Street, Suite D. So they're looking for enthusiastic young people to serve as interns. They need food program interns because they do help feed the hungry. They also have a need for programming assistant interns, clinic assistant interns because they have a whole truck or van, a big vehicle. It's a clinic on wheels. It's wild, it's amazing, and it's new. So they need clinic assistant interns, and they also need tech, IT interns. So you can get more information by filling out a short survey. So this is on the To Your Health page. Just scroll down, and you'll see the Community Health Coalition. Also, they are holding a community flood relief drive. You've already heard about it. Tropical storm Chantal came through this area, flooded a lot of people out. So they need help. So if we could help, that would be greatly appreciated by the Community Health Coalition and, of course, our neighbors. They are accepting donations of bottled water, toiletries, all kinds of toiletries, toothpaste, soap, feminine hygiene products, etc., cleaning products, gloves, disinfectant wipes, trash bags, etc., towels, blankets, baby supplies, anything else that you can think of that can help. So you can drop off your donations at the CHC office on weekdays. So they're open between 8 and 4, and they would greatly appreciate it. And you can call if you have any questions. I have the phone number right there and the website link. All righty, let's see. Let's look for blood drives. Let's see. So, no blood drives today. However, the American Red Cross will be at the Rose of Sharon Baptist Church tomorrow at 2:30, and I'll remind you about that tomorrow, just letting you know in advance. Blood Connection, they do the same thing, and their next blood drive is also tomorrow, but it's at 10:30. So let me tell you about it now. So Blood Connection will have a crew at the Durham County Courthouse, 510 South Dillard Street. Look for the bus, and this will be from 10:30 until 2 tomorrow. Also happening tomorrow, the Health Equipment Loan Program. This is a county program. It's run by Project Access, and the help program, they take donations of wheelchairs, canes, scooters, knee scooters, tub transfer benches, things like that. And actually, I will be expanding the list because I just got a flyer from them and they list everything that they accept. So I'll be expanding this week I will be expanding the list. Anyway, they accept the donations and then they disinfect, repair as necessary, and then they turn around and loan them out to people who really need them for 90 days at a time. So this is great if you're looking to uh, donate your wheelchair to. Now you know where to take it. If you need something like a cane or a stroller, what do you call it? The walker with wheels. Then yeah, also the walkers without wheels have those as well. So this is where you go. 4206 North Roxborough Street. They're across the street from not too far from the Cookout, that shopping mall over there. So they're sort of across the street from there. They might be down maybe a block or so, but they're very close to where the Cookout and that shopping mall is or shopping center. So 4206 North Roxborough Street. Now they're open only 2 days a week. So they're open on Tuesdays 10 to 2, and then they're open on Fridays from 1 until 5. Alrighty. Let's go to let's go to the top of the page and click on the health events button and let's see if there's something going on. Let's see, August 11th. Yes, Kids Can is tonight. It's virtual. So Kids Can is for young people ages 4 to 10 whose parents and guardians have been diagnosed with cancer. Of course, they have questions. They don't know other kids in their same circumstance. They can meet them virtually, share some humor, share some questions, share some challenges. Sometimes the kids know that their parents are suffering and they just don't want to bother them. So, this is a great way to get their questions answered by professionals. And again, they can also meet young people in their same predicament. It's on Zoom, so I do have a link so you can click and register your child or children. This is tonight, 6:30 until 7:30, and it's run by Duke. Now tomorrow, there's going to be a virtual meeting of the Duke Dementia Morning Care Partner Support Group. That's a long name, but basically someone caring for someone with dementia or Alzheimer's. This will be a virtual meeting online on Zoom starting at 10:30, and as you can tell by the name, it's run by Duke. Alrighty, let's go to the Senior Scope page. Let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life. 406 Rigsby Avenue, great place to hang out if you're 55 plus. They're downtown. They have a free parking. They have free membership, all these activities. So let's see what's happening today. Now it's Monday, so this afternoon, Bible study at 12:45. Don't forget your Bible. Chair flow and flex at 1 from 1 until 2. Monday matinee at 1 o'clock. Get some free popcorn. Go to the theater. Watch a movie. Yes, they have an actual theater. Today's movie is Doggone. And it seems all the movies this month have to do with dogs for some reason. So it's like Dog Month at the Drum Center for Senior Life. So there you go. Doggone will air today at 1 o'clock. Advanced watercolor. So if you love painting, that'll be from 1 until 3 in the art studio. Chair volleyball. Yes, you can play sitting down at 2 o'clock. Lifeline dancers at 3:30. Now tomorrow morning, Seniors on the Move, line dancing at 8:35, Open Art Studio at 9, Google it, smartphone and computer class at 9:30. Don't forget your gear so you can ask questions about your new or old iPhone or iPad or Samsung phone or whatever. Take off pounds sensibly at 9:30. Keep it moving. Gentle exercise at 10. Yoga your way at 10. American Sign Language at 11. Belly dance at 11:30. That's a lot. Now let's see if there are any special events happening today with it being the 11th. Let's see. Ooh, if you can get down there in 4 minutes, there's a special event, and it is aging in place, buying and selling a home in this market. So it's starting in just a few minutes, but I think Tracy Drakeford Pierce's presentation will probably last for at least an hour. So this is all about whether it's smart to sell a home as is, or if you should spend money to, some people redo the kitchen and the bath. So you can find out whether it's smart just to sell it as is, what to look for if you're trying to buy a home. And she'll also talk about the local real estate market. Very important. Now, tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning, they're going to have Staying Connected, Internet and Email for Beginners Part 2. Part 1 was this morning, so Part 2 is tomorrow morning at 9:30, and then Part 3, the last part, will be on Wednesday, learning the very basics about Internet and email. Okay, now tomorrow at 10, the Central Pines Regional Council presentation will be all about the Senior Home Repair Program. So that's really very important if your house needs work. So actually, they're talking about two programs: the Senior Home Repair Program and also their digital literacy classes. It's good to know how to find your way around computers, smartphones, and tablets. So you might want to check that out. That's going to be tomorrow from 10 until 11. Okay. And I need to mention also the Little River Senior Center. They're open in Bahama for the people who live, far north in Durham. This is at 8305 North Roxborough Road. They have events also and activities Monday through Friday, 8:30 until 2-ish. They have access to the gym. This used to be a school. So bring your basketball, bring your racquetball or whatever, and just play to your heart's content. All right, let's go to the Let's Go page, a calendar of events page, and let's see what's on the docket for the Bull City, and then that'll be it for today's show after I do the weather. Okay, let us scroll down to August 11th. New Visions of Africa restaurant. They're giving away free meals today for people who are in need. And that will be from 3 until 6. 1306 Fayetteville Street, right next door to W.D. Hill. And I think you have access to the street now. I think now it was blocked off because they were doing construction. They were building houses over there. I think it's reopened. So I think you can park in the W.D. Hill parking lot if you access it from Fayetteville Street. You can turn left, well, depending on which way you're coming from. But I think you can turn off of Fayetteville Street and then turn and go around and park in the W.D. Hill parking lot if that's how you want to do it. So you can eat at one of their picnic tables, or you can just go ahead and take the food home if you'd like to do that. The Hayti Heritage Center's Heritage Rhythms African Dance class is tonight, 6:30 until 8. This is where you get to enjoy music from the African diaspora and you learn some really nice dance moves after first going through the deep breathing and the conditioning. So the weekly fee is $10. You can visit the Facebook page for more information and to get your ticket in advance. And it's from 6:30 until 8 upstairs in the Chuck Davis Dance Emporium. Now, the Glass Jug Beer Lab, they're hosting the Disc Golf Putting Tournament. That's tonight, 6:30 until 9. This is at the Glass Jug on Highway 55, the one that's at 5410 Highway 55, and this is from 6:30 until 9. There's a fee of $6, and you bring your very best frisbees. I don't know if they call them frisbees because the sport is disc golf. I guess they call them putters. So bring 3 putters, your best putters. Let's see. Crunk Club Durham's weekly Crank Arm Durham Run starts at and returns to the Crank Arm Brewing Company, 620 Fernway Avenue, from 6:30 until 10:30. So you can choose either to run the 3 mile route or the 5 mile route. It's a free event. You can go ahead and go on Facebook and find more info. Let me refresh the page and make sure that this is up to date. Just want to make sure. Okay, it's up to date. Now, tomorrow morning, Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division, they're going to have their rabies vaccination clinic. So you can choose either a morning or afternoon appointment. You call, you make the appointment, you bring $10 exact change for each pet. And of course, you need your photo ID. I think they're supposed to only serve people in Durham County. Oh, and it's located at 3005 Glen Road. Now, if you're older like I am, 50 plus, they have the over 50 crowd at the East Regional Library, 211 Lick Creek Lane. That's tomorrow from 10 until 11:30. Basically, you're just hanging out. You're just hanging out with older folks, talking about stuff, books, movies, maybe even politics. I don't know, but I went there a couple of times, and it's really fun. People there were some of them I brought interesting things to look at, etc. So you might want to check that out if you're older, 50 plus. The over 50 crowd, East Regional Library tomorrow at 10. Now, New Visions of Africa restaurant, 1306 Fayetteville Street. They're having their big grocery giveaway tomorrow, and they give away a lot of food. So at 12:30, try to be there as close to 12:30 as possible, as while supplies last. Again, if you can get to the WD Hill parking lot, definitely park there. So you sign in. They will ask you how big your family is. They want to make sure that they give you enough food. So when you're signing in, they're going to ask you how big your family is and how many kids you have. Alrighty, and I think that is pretty much it. Put my iPad down here, and now let's check out the weather. Let's see. It's really cool out. You know what? It's not cool. I mean, it's 82, but it feels cool, doesn't it? In comparison to what we've been going through the past week or two. Okay, so it's 82. The high is 83. We're almost there. It feels cool out. But oh, look, I'll give you a chance of 70% chance of thunderstorms. Oh, okay, so let me look at this. So starting at 1, so it's supposed to be cloud. Well, the sun's out on Cap Street, but it's supposed to be cloudy. So it looks like starting at 1 o'clock, there will be a 30 to 35% chance of rain all the way through to 8 o'clock. So we might get rain, and it looks like if we have a thunderstorm, it'll be around dinner time. So keep that in mind. If you're planning to, um, leave the house, or I guess you have to go home if you're at work. So hopefully you have your umbrella already, or you keep one, in your desk drawer or whatever. Keep one in the car. So you might get rained on if you're out this afternoon, starting around 1-ish. Now, tomorrow, the high will be 84, so it's one more degree. That's good. But there's a 65% chance of rain tomorrow. Now, I could only go 24 hours ahead with my app. So if it does rain tomorrow, it looks like there's a 35% chance of rain between 10 and 11. Of course, that'll change, as the day progresses, but we'll see about that. But that's basically how the weather looks. Mid 80s with a pretty good chance of rain in the afternoon for today and in the morning for tomorrow. That is it for today's show. I think I'm live tomorrow. Let's see. Yep, I'll be doing the show live tomorrow. Now, ooh, oh, what's next? That's next week. I don't have to worry about it. Looks like I'm live all this week for the most part, as far as I know. So that is it for today's show. Hope you have a beautiful day. 82, that is perfect walking weather. I think I might take a little walk. And I'll see you tomorrow at noon. Don't forget to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. Ciao for now.